In fact, about it, that we have been trying to make investigations to find where this assassin come from. And we have not been able to locate him. We don't know him. And
Mr. Muhammad, could you tell us what happened between you and Malcolm X? What was the point of disagreement, sir?
The most of our disagreement was Malcolm wanted to use arms.
Use what?
He wanted to use arms, and I disagreed with him because we have always, for many years now, it's 34 years now, we never resorted to arms. And in fact, about it, God reminded me of that time and again, to never to pick up arms against no one.
Mr. Muhammad, I'm sorry. Would you say flatly that no black Muslims were involved in the shooting of Malcolm X?
I wasn't there, but I don't believe that any of my followers was there. Had nothing to do with it at all. Because we don't even know this person.
Who do you think might have done it then? Who would have had reason?
I don't know. I have no
Muhammad,
knowledge of it.
are you in fear of your own life?
No, sir.
Do you expect to keep the date you have next Friday, the speaking engagement?
I most certainly does.
Have you ever been threatened?
Yes, sir, many times.
Have you been threatened since Malcolm X was killed yesterday?
No more than what I heard.
Mr. Muhammad, with Malcolm X's split from your followers, whom will be your successor?
If Malcolm X would split from my followers.
With his having split and with his death, who will be your successor?
I don't know. I cannot tell what will happen after I die.
Well, Malcolm X said that the black Muslims were trying to kill him, and he was going to name those he thought would commit the crime yesterday before he was shot. Would you comment on that?
I don't know. I don't have any knowledge of anyone trying to kill Malcolm.
Do you think the extremism of your own organization tends to direct people towards violence, and it ends up in acts such as the death of Malcolm X?
No, we had not, as I said, never resorted to no such thing as violence. Way I see it, Malcolm is the victim of his own preaching. He preached violence, and so he became the victim of it.
Mr. Muhammad, what did Malcolm X want to use arms for?
Well, you know much about that as I do. I saw it in the paper, and I heard him say these things on TV and over radio.
What will the result of this act of violence against Mr. Malcolm be to the entire black nationalist movement?
What was the result?
What do you think will happen now that you've had this murder?
I can't foretell the future of what might happen. But as far as we are concerned, we are going on as we always have.
Mr. Muhammad, would you take back into the black Muslims the persons who deserted and went with Malcolm X and who now are leaderless? Would you welcome them back?
Well, certainly if they repent, well, certainly forgiveness is always, allowed.
Isn't there violence implicit in your organization when people have to be searched to come in, like we were today?
Well, that has been our custom for many years. We cannot trust people coming in our places of assembly with arms and with whiskey and whatnot, and we have found all kinds of things on people, and we just don't allow that in our places of assembly.
Mr. Muhammad, how many members of the do you have in the
black? I could not tell if I was to be crushed the next minute.
Do you feel there might be serious trouble between your group and the Malcolm X followers?
No, I don't expect any trouble between us and Malcolm followers. I don't think Malcolm had too many followers.
Before his death, Malcolm made some rather serious moral charges against your group. Do you have any comment on those?
No more what I have already said. I said God, Allah is the best knower of that.
Mr. Muhammad, Malcolm has said on several occasions, when he was still a very vital member of the Brotherhood of Islam, that that you frequently looked into the future and received visions. Did you receive any vision as to the ultimate end that Malcolm would meet? Did you have any sort of premonition that Malcolm would meet a violent end as he did?
No, I was in hope that Allah would chastise him and bring him back on his knees. That's what I was in hope of.
Were you hoping that he would come back to your...
Well, I knew that would be the ultimate if he lived. There's no other way for him, or nor any other hypocrite.
Has any police force, sir, asked you for a statement?
Yes, sir.
On that subject here, Mr. Muhammad, even though you hoped he would be chastised, did you have any premonition that he would meet a violent death?
No.
He blamed the Muslims on the firebombing of his New York home. Do you have a comment on that?
Well, he probably could charge us with such, but in every respect or evidence, it looks to me like he did the job himself.
Mr. Muhammad, how did you intend to chastise him?
Chastise him?
Yes,
Not me, no. I didn't say I would chastise Malcolm.
Mr. Muhammad,
The chastising come from Allah. Anyone, according to Quran, and we have had that manifest in our midst for several years.
Mr. Muhammad, did you say that Malcolm set fire to his own home?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, I want
I
to
say it
clarify
looks
that.
like he was the one.
What made it look like that?
Because that, according to the police report, he was the only one in there, and there was the liquid that would do a job like that.
His family was in the house with him.
Yes, according to the paper. I'm only going from what I read in the paper.
So did you request the police guard around your home from the city?
Huh?
Did you request the police guard?
No, sir.
You say the police did not talk to you?
No, sir.
Did the FBI talk to you?
No, sir.
Mr. Muhammad, yesterday in a wire story, a Muslim was quoted as saying that the chickens had come home to roost on Malcolm in reference to Malcolm's earlier statement about the assassination of President Kennedy. Do you feel a Muslim brother would make such a statement about Malcolm upon learning of his death?
Well, I don't know. I know nothing about who it was any more than you. I just heard that myself and read it.
Do you think any of your more prominent followers, such as Cassius Clay, are in any danger because of the
I don't know.
violence?
That's what I have to repeat continually. I don't know who it was.
Mr. Muhammad, what do you think is the big difference between your philosophy and Malcolm?
In fact about it, I am the man that taught Malcolm what he knew about Islam. But I didn't teach him what he went for himself. I taught him Islam and the history of his people, my people, and others. As far as what he has gone for himself, I didn't teach him that.
An advertisement for a magazine article, I believe in the Post, claims that this article characterizes your organization as more interested in making money than in the progress of colored people.
Well, that's understood. That's understood. When a group of people or organization looks to be prosperous or successful in their effort or whatever they are doing, we can hear anything said about them that is not good.